Happy spooky season, Trike riders, and welcome back to Trike Talk. It's me and Brayden here, and we're here to talk about everyone's favorite time of year. It's time to put the trikes away and start putting things on them.
Start putting things on them, but not necessarily for you. You know, I don't want to put my trike away. I want to ride it all year long.
You want to keep riding.
I want to keep riding is what I want to do.
Brave the snow, brave the cold, brave the razor leaves going around.
I can't wait for it to snow so we can go out there and film some donut videos. I can't wait for it.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
But
it's our favorite time of year just for that.
Let's get into it. So for winter riding, the biggest time of the year really is, what can I do to make winter riding more enjoyable?
Right. What can I do to make riding in the snow, riding in the ice easier?
Mm-hmm.
Obvious thing I think of is motors, right?
Yeah, yep. The biggest and most important thing you can do if you know that you're going to need some help getting through in the snow is add a motor.
Right.
We love them. We're always talking about them down here.
We've got tons of trikes in right now that are getting motors installed.
Right. This would be the time to start thinking about getting a motor installed so you're not caught surprised first time it snows.
Right.
I don't want to be stuck indoors. Right. So let's talk about it, What do I need to do to get a new motor? I got to buy a new trike. If I've already got one, what's the process of me getting a motor?
I mean, I'm not going to mind you getting a new trike and getting a motor on it. Of course not. But all the trike brands we have here can have a motor installed in some way or another. The question really at that point is going to be, what size of motor do you want? What are you looking for? Are you looking for something with a lot of torque that's going to do most of the working for you? Are you looking for something that is just going to enhance your natural capabilities while you're pedaling?
Can I just throw something at you, right?
Yeah.
We carry a handful of motor systems, but for our retrofit kits, we are a Bosch certified shop.
Yep.
We can pretty much outfit a Bosch motor onto pretty much anything.
Yep.
Same with Bafang. I love the Bafang motors here. You're going to hear me praise them in this video nonstop. But those are the two motor systems we work with. And the question I get asked all the time, I'm going to throw it at you, you're going to love it. Which one's best? Which one do I go with?
There's no straight best one.
It's a trick question.
It's like, what shoes are going to be the best? The ones that look the best on your feet. It depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
What's
like the best? That's what it means to me.
Yeah, no, keep going. Yeah, no, don't cut any of that. I love that.
That's so good. That's what it means. What are you looking for in a motor? What are you looking for in your trike? You already have the trike that you like, hopefully, and that motor is just going to take you in the next step further.
Right. You want the best motor or the best shoe to get the job done.
Exactly.
Right. So let's get into it, right? So I already brought him up, the Bosch motor system. What am I getting myself into when I get a Bosch?
Right. With the Bosch Active Line Plus motor that we install here, you're getting a 250 watt motor with a decent amount of torque to it. You're not getting a throttle. You are just pedaling. It is you and the trike and the motor helping you out a little bit. So if you're looking for something that is, I still want to be using my gears as much as I can. I still want to be working against the trike a little bit if I'm doing a lot of uphill riding. But I do need just that little bit more of help so I can get up those hills, climb around those snowbanks and do that. The Bosch is going to be it for you. And that torque sensing is really nice in making it feel like you don't have a motor there. It just feels like you're getting just a tiny bit of boost without you feeling like you're having your feet dragged along. I'm not
overtaken by the motor. The torque sensing feels very natural,
right,
is the way we put it down here a lot. The biggest advantage you will get going with a Bosch, it is a class 1 motor.
Yep.
We're going to get into classifications of the motor systems, and we'll touch upon them throughout the video as we talk about each one. But the Bosch motor system fits those limits, right? It's a 250 watt or under, pedal assist only. There's no throttle.
Right.
So if you were worried about the classifications of the motors and whether or not I can take this into state parks or whatever my state has laws against, this one is the class 1. This one will be the most compliant motor system.
Yeah.
Just to bump it up from there, let's get into Bafang. Right. Let's lead right into our class 2 motor system and why it's a class 2.
We have our Bafang 750 watt motor that has a throttle.
Yep.
That is what a class 2 motor is. That's going to be a motor that can go up to 20 miles per hour and then has a throttle with it. You're still getting pedal assistance, so don't worry, you're not having a motor that's going to do all the work for you. It just is going to be a motor that's going to make itself more evident while you're riding. You're definitely going to feel that on the higher power assist levels that there's a motor there and it is driving your feet and doing the work for you on the trike. But that's nice to have when you're sacrificing a little bit more noticeability with the motor, but then you also have a throttle. Throttles are nice because if you're ever in a situation where your legs are hurting, you can't pedal the bike normally.
The throttle is what
throttle
makes this motor for me.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's a maker. If the Bafang didn't have a throttle, there would be nothing going for it. I like the reliability of if I get out there and I, for whatever reason, can't pedal, or in this snow situation hit a snowbank I can't pedal over, the throttle will do it for me. You know? So it takes that risk factor out of it.
Right. When I think of throttle, I think of go-karts.
Sure, and I mean that's the nicest part about the Class 2 motor systems. A lot of guys will go out there and buy ATVs. They're not worried about necessarily getting exercise in on their ATV. They're just out there to have a good time and coast and enjoy the ride, right? And that's where the Class 2 with a throttle shines.
Yeah.
I don't have to pedal and put in the exercise all the time. I am allowed to go out there and just have fun.
It's another dimension of trike riding that's being unlocked.
Right. I can go out there and treat it like a go-kart. And that's not to say it's a go-kart all the time. Again, this is a pedal assist and a throttle motor. So the exercise aspect of it is not removed from the trike. It is still there.
Right.
It just allows it to be a go-kart.
I think that's a big concern for people is I am getting a motor and I don't want to have, it's either the temptation of worrying about the throttle and then not having the pedal assistance, or you don't even know that you're going to have the pedal assistance. Things really shine in that and combining both in a really well thought out and easy to use package. Up from there, we have the Class 3 systems, which are going to be a 28 mile per hour limit. It's going to be faster than both Class 1 and Class 2. Pedal assist only, and there are some wattage restrictions in there. There's some pretty specific motors that can fit within that. Just ask us if you have questions about that. We don't really install a lot of those. Most of what we're doing are going to be Class 1 or Class 2 here on the Trikes.
And of course, our most popular option, which we have not talked about, is the Bafang 1000 watt. This is our big bad motor we put on everything. Our most popular motor system for a reason. But that classification, I think, scares people. It is off-road. It is an off-road motor. And depending on your state's jurisdiction, that is going to have a lot more limitations that are entailed. But that really is just a larger than a 750 watt with a throttle, right?
That's what it means.
Large, mean, tons of torque, tons of power, but off-road. Doesn't fall on the Class 1, Class 2, or Class 3 classifications.
Technically.
Kind of.
Yeah, it's
right.
off-road. Yeah.
You had brought up earlier retrofitting these motors instead of buying a brand new trike outright.
Right.
I think we needed to get into it a little bit. We have pre-made kits for a lot of trikes, right? Nice and easy, already on the website. Cat Trike motor kit,
Even for the trikes that we don't have, in some cases we're able to adapt a kit that will work with the trike that we don't carry or we've carried in the past.
Right. You call us, we can usually get a kit together. We do a lot of modifications here.
Right.
And on that point, we need to talk about some limitations either by previous testing and we know that they're going to have problems, or manufacturer limitations. Specifically HP Velotechnic. If it is more than their 250 watt manufacturer exclusive motor system, it will void their warranty.
Yep.
So if you wanted to stick a motor on an HP, not that it is impossible, it just does have this manufacturer limitation.
Right.
Whereas other brands are very open. We can do what we want. But that's not to just harp on HP. Other brands are similar.
They'll have some restrictions, and that's not to say you can install a 1,000 watt motor on everything. So
right.
Trikes can't really take that. You might want to do a 250 watt or a 750 watt to maintain the performance.
Yeah, we wouldn't recommend everyone go all out and get our off-road 1,000 watt motor on everything. As much as I love it.
As much that would be utopia, but
The whole idea of doing this video, right, was to talk about. We can retrofit motor kits. Most importantly, this is kind of the time to do it, right?
Absolutely.
Depending on where you live, but we only have a couple months left in riding season before we're going to get snow, and that's dependent entirely of where you are. So if you still have a little while, I understand. If you are not ready to take on the daunting task of adding a motor,
we'll be ready when you're ready.
We're here. So when you're ready to take that trike to the next level, per se, let us know. Give us a call, check out the website. We're on top of it. We'll get a kit together for you if it doesn't already exist, and we'll get you rocking and rolling.
Of course, if you have questions about installing a motor kit or bringing a motor kit in, leave a comment below. Look at our other videos. We have a really good Bafang install guide. And then, of course, Brayden and I here are nearly always available, so we can always help you guys out with those questions. And we have an awesome tech support team that is always happy to field those questions as well. If you or anyone else you might know is interested in getting a motor and going to that next level, share this video around, spread the good word. Get that bell rung, be notified of what we're going to be talking about next. We have a lot of cool videos to talk about here in Trike Talk. And then, of course, I always forget this, Brayden.
I always forget also.
Remember it.
Relax, spin fast, and ride trikes, everybody.
Have a good one, guys.
Thank God we got this right.